Hello everyone, in this video we'll be covering all the 21 Splitgate Portal skins and discuss how you're able to obtain them and how you were able to obtain them. We'll also show in detail how they look, and I'll be ranking each portal skin within a tier list that I have made. If you would like to partake in the tier list yourself, you can find it in the description of the video. Before we get started, it's important to note that there are 12 portal skins that was only around during the Splitgate Arena Warfare phase of the game, back before the game relaunched as simply Splitgate in July 2021. They only have commons and legendary rarity portal skins then, and credit to Aqua Plays for this video footage, which you can also find in the description. The commons were blue, green, red, violet, and yellow. The legendaries were Boom, Disco, Flame, Hellgate, Nvidia, Tech, and Warp. These portal skins are not included in the 21 portal skins we'll be discussing very soon here, or in the tier list, since they're no longer in the game. So now let's get started with the portal skins that are in the game. Credit to these three people who helped me out for this video, and which portal skins they helped me out with. Even though I have every one of these portals, I was unable to record certain situations where the portal changes, as in to see what they look like as an ally portal and as an enemy portal. So this is where they come in. So props to KingofJuice, BroKidSam, and Ultra Mario 65. We'll be showing each portal skin in 4 different phases. Personal use from closed and open portals. Ally portals from closed to open. Enemy portals from closed to open. And lastly, enemy portals when the enemy is near it. The pulsing state. What you just saw was for the first portal skin, default, which everyone has, and the only common portal skin in the game. Because I think all the other portal skins are just straight up look better, I think I would have to place this one a D in the tier list, D for default. The next one we have is the Cyan skin, or the Cyan. It's part of the open beta season, Battle Pass level 9. This was when the game first came to crossplay and relaunched itself as just simply Splitgate. Now, I don't have much to say about this one, other than it's not the default. I think there's still better looking skins. So, I think for this one, we're gonna have to put in C tier. Next up, we have Deja Vu. This portal skin was a free reward since the Splitty Awards happened. If you guys want to know what the Splitty Awards was all about, click on this video to just understand more what they were. This was me covering the Splitty Awards then, and the first teaser for Splitgate 2. You only have to watch the beginning of it for a little bit to understand what the Splitty Awards was about. But basically, the Splitty Awards has a redemption code for this portal skin, which I will include in the description below. And as where this goes in for the tier list, we'll have to go with B. I do like the whole like fingerprint like design on the outer rim, and it has a different interior, and I like it for allies. It doesn't just simply just show up as blue, it actually shows up in its purple color. Indie was an in-shop item. If it comes back, it'll be 150 split coin. If you guys ever want to basically request for portal skins, or want them to show up in the shop, basically what you want to do is go to the official Discord server, and I'll provide the link in the description below to the daily shop items, where you have daily shop items coverage, by people in the community, and also the Splitgate 1 game requests. And this is basically where you can request items that you want to show up into the Splitgate store. Now, before we continue, I do want to mention that for any of these portal skins that seems like they're impossible to get, it might be possible that you can request them still in this shop, and then maybe someday the devs will consider putting them in the store. So yeah, this was 150 split coin, and Indy is pretty interesting. It has like a smoky effect on the interior, right? And I do like that it's pink for your allies, and I do think I like it more in Deja Vu. So this is either going to be high B or A tier. I'm going to put it for A tier for now, because I do think it's better than Deja Vu. I think it looks pretty clean. Next up, we have Lumen. Now, this one is... there's a lot going on the inside. I don't... it reminds me of like quicksand or something, right? Now, the rim is different. That's for sure. And for allies, it has like a very white outer rim. However, it still has like the default like blue for allies. And I find like it doesn't really do too much different in terms of colors. So for that, I still think it's better than Cyan, but I think it might belong to C tier for me. This one is Royal. This is one of my personal favorites. It's from the beta Season 0 referral pass. You had to refer 7 people to the game, and they had to claim your referral code before they hit level 10. And you had to do this to 7 people during beta Season 0. I did not get this one by legit means though. Part of the MVP program, you're able to ask for it for your tenure benefits, and this was one of the portal skins I asked for. What I really like about this one is there's not very many portal skins that dramatically changes the color, and this one is a very bright green, and I do like the overall design on the inside and the outside, and this is my main go-to portal skin as of right now with the Lord Sable skin and my bespoke weapons. So I think it's pretty obvious for me to say that it's going to be S tier for me. Next up is Webs. This is also 150 split coin in the item shop whenever it comes in. I feel like it's like more like a checkerboard like design on the inside than actual webs, but it's still pretty clean. I do like the lines for the border on the outside, and yeah, it's another green skin. Pretty cool. It's not as green as, let's say, you know, Royal, but it still becomes green for your allies as well, right? So for this one, I think I will have to put in A. I do think this one is pretty cool. Next up is the Wonder skin, and the last of the rares for the portal skins. This was also in the item shop. It'll go for 150 split coin. This one, it kind of reminds me of like kind of like a, I don't know, like a ancient like clock for the rim on the outside or something like that. I really like the overall rim design for it for sure, and also the interior is pretty unique. It's white instead of your typical blue for your allies, right? And yeah, this overall pretty clean skin. I think I'm gonna have to put this to high A from now. However, I might change it to S down the road. We'll see. Beyond. So this is a very hard portal skin to get nowadays. But basically, if you played the game during the Arena Warfare days and purchased at least, I think it was 10 USD in the item shop, then you were able to redeem this portal skin and be able to like collect it, right, and use it. Now, even though this is a rare portal skin, I gotta say, I don't think this one is all too special, to be honest with you. I do think it's better than like Lumen and Cyan, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think Beyond's, you know, beyond anything, really. It's B tier. The Christmas Portal skin. So this one was first rewarded for winning 25 matches during the Splitmas 2021 event. And ever since then, it goes in the item shop every December for 240 split coin. Now, what I have to say about this one is, again, I'm a sucker for the outer rims for some of these portal skins. This has a really unique outer rim that I really like. And for allies, it's a different color than blue. It's more yellow, like, right? And for enemies, it looks very bizarre to me. Like, just look at that on the inside with the, like, circles on the outside, like, going around. And even when it, like, pulses like that, that looks really sick, if you ask me. And, you know, I think I'm gonna have to put Christmas in the S tier. Fallout is a in-shop item for 240 split coin whenever it comes in. And this one is kind of similar to like a fingerprint design for the interior instead of like the fingerprint design for like the outer side for like Deja Vu or something to me, right? And this is one of the few yellow portal skins for the allies, which is really I really like different colors for portal skins. They're definitely gonna go up higher in the tier list than the ones that are just straight up just only blue to me. But that said, I don't think it does anything like wow factor other than it being yellow to me. So for this one, we're gonna put in B, although I think I'm gonna put after Beyond here. Next up is Holy. Holy is a portal skin that you can get in Beta Season 2 after completing all the free challenges during that season. There was no battle pass purchase required in order to get to the skin. You just had to complete all the free challenges. And what I really like about this skin is, like, it's a very cloudy looking portal skin. It's very different and unique from like any other portal skins we've seen up till now. And for ally, you could see that again, it's not blue, it's like pure white with like some gray, right? And then for the enemy, dude, the enemy, it looks like a hell gate to me or something like that. Like, it looks really bizarre. And for that, I think I'm gonna have to give Holy, honestly, an S tier. Next up, we have Honeycomb, which was the Beta Season 0 Battle Pass. You obtain it for after hitting level 98. And this is the other yellow one that you can get, right? This one has a very dotted design on the inside. And I do think it looks better than like Fallout, if you ask me. It just looks like a more clean portal skin overall than just like the weird like DNA look in like Fallout for me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in A tier. Next up, we have Return, which was the Beta Season 1 referral pass. You had to recruit 9 people instead of like the 7 that you had to do for Royal. So this one was even harder to get and took place later on after the hype was starting to die out for Splitgate from its launch into crossplay. So this one, not many people, I would say, actually has, right? And it's a unique looking one. It's like more like a purple color than your typical blue for allies. And it has a lot of like stuff going on the inside. The rim like goes like back and forth. Like so, right? It's more pink than purple, if anything, for allies. So like it's one of the few portal skins that are like pink for, you know, your allies. And also, it's very noticeable when they pulse like that from the enemy. So I think for this one, like, it's really cool. And again, there's not too many portal skins that are like pink. I think Indy was also pink, if I recall, right? I don't think it's better than Wonder to me. So we'll put it right here in A tier. Next up, we have War, which was part of the Beta Season 2 Battle Pass at level 99. And so for this one, it's... I wouldn't say it's completely white for allies. It's like a whitish green color. And for the interior, it looks very bizarre and very white. It looks like it's trying to like hypnotize me or something when you're like up close to it. And the rim, it like spirals around like pretty quickly. So that looks pretty neat. The flashes is very noticeable too, so very easy to tell if the enemy is near it. And for the tier list for the War, this is the last of the rares. I do think it stands out a bit. I think we're gonna play an A. Yeah, for sure. I think I'm gonna play it before Honeycomb. So now we're into the Legendaries. The first one that's up is called Divide. This goes for 360 split coin in the in-game shop. And this one has... I don't know how you explain it, right? It's different for sure, and it's white for allies, like a more whiter color. And I don't know, it's different, it's cool. I do like the pulsing look. The pulsing looks very evil and kind of demonic looking. However, does it stand out a lot? I mean, other than it's being white, I'm gonna say it doesn't really do too much, if you ask me. I think I'm gonna put that into B tier. Next up, we have the Inverse Portal skin. Now, this is probably the rarest portal skin because only a few people were able to request this as like a special request, and seems to mostly only be tied to MVPs able to request it. I have heard some people was able to request it. I don't know who exactly, but I heard from another MVP that other people were able to get it for whatever reason. So there might have been other people than outside of MVPs who has it, but other than MVPs requesting this for tenure, I don't see much of a way you can get this portal skin. Now you could, again, try to request it in the Splitgate official Discord to put in the store someday, and maybe there is a chance, or maybe it'll become a Splitgate event one of these days. But it hasn't really like officially like launched as something you can obtain within the game itself. So yeah, this is a special request item. It's pretty rare to get, and it's really cool looking, which I hope they can put in the shop for everyone else to have a chance to claim someday. It has like a lot of like spikes like design going on the inside. It's like lightning, I would have to say, right? For the closed portion. For allies, it's white. We got a lot of white ally portals, I noticed, but this one stands out, right? And for enemy, it looks really cool when it's closed. And then for when it's pulsing, it's okay. Now, would I put this in S tier? I think I'll put it in like high A. I don't know if I like it more than Wonder. I think I like Wonder a little bit more. We'll put it like right here. Next up is the Nebula portal skin, which was only claimable through an Amazon gaming loot at that time. I think it was during I don't know which season it was. It was either like season 1 or Season 2 of the beta. I like to lean towards that it was part of Season 1. This one's really cool. I used to rock this one like all the time. It's very spacified. Like, you use this portal skin, all you can think of is space, right? Because it just looks like, dude, you're just looking into space through it. But yeah, this one was the one I used to rock like all the time. So for that, we're gonna put Nebula here to S tier, and I'll put it right here before Royal. For this next one, it was part of the Gold Edition DLC bundle that you can get on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. At this time, it is no longer on Steam, but it is still available on console, and it goes for 25 USD. Not only you get the portal skin, but you also get a new armor skin, a jetpack for that armor skin. Both goes underneath the name of Paladin Valiant. You also get the Valiant spray, and you get the banner, which is called Gold. Shoutouts to JHugs for the video. But onto the portal skin itself, it's another one of those purple skins. And what's really interesting about this one is that it definitely reminds me of like the audio visualizer in like old school days with like the original Xbox or like Windows XP media player or something like that. It's got that lightning little like effect going on inside. And I think this one is honestly one of the best for the purple. And it's very bright for enemy. Like, look how bright that is. And then for pulsing, like, that's the downside. With pulsing, it doesn't show... It's not that much... It's not much of a tell when an enemy is near it for pulsing because it's already bright as is. So it's a bit harder to see the pulsing. But at the very least, I think I'm gonna put that in A tier. It's basically the best of the A tiers, if you ask me here. Next up, we have Treasure, which was part of the beta Season 1 Battle Pass at level 98. This is basically like the one that like replaced Disco from the old days. However, instead of it being completely rainbow, it's only rainbow on the outer rims, sadly. And it's just like black on the interior with like some webby like design. And then for the ally here, it's literally the same thing as personal. You do get some rainbowified for allies on the inside, but it's not like covering the whole thing. And on enemy, you can't even tell if it's a disco portal really. It's kind of like meh. I mean, you know, I'm not too crazy for the rainbow look. Maybe like Disco I would have a better opinion on, but Treasure is kind of like mid if you ask me here. I think I'm gonna have to put it underneath Beyond for like B here. Like again, I'm not that too big into this portal skin itself. For the last portal skin we have here was exclusively part of the Bounty Showdown Discord event, which was held on July 13th. 2024. If you guys want this to come back, post a request for it in the Discord. Maybe they'll bring it back. But this one is very stand out because it's a very black. It's all black and has a lot of black outer lines for the rim. This one actually reminds me of like actual like webs like design on inside. And for personal use, I do like that it has a purple and yellow rim to tell the difference between purple and yellow for your portal placements. You don't even get to see that for Treasure, like at all. However, it suffers from it looking basically exactly the same for allies. This looks a bit different when it's open, of course. And so for it's open for allies, it's like more like white, and for enemy, it's like a dark red. Now, the sad reality of this portal skin here is that it looks exactly the same as an ally and an enemy when it's closed. And for that suffers headaches in gameplay for like competitive wise. Or even casual, really. Like this will mostly confuse a casual player because they won't be on guard for it. I do think it's better than Treasure. Don't get me wrong, guys. I think it's better than Beyond. I think it's better than Fallout. I don't think it's A or S tier, guys. I'm gonna be honest because of the flaws it has with the portal design itself. But it does stand out as a big, like black portal. You know what? We'll put it at like the highest of B. Because I think I would rock Void over Divide if I had that option. So yeah, there you go, guys. This is my tier list, and this is also all the 21 portal skins in Splitgate 1. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, or leave a comment below to let me know what your thoughts are. Maybe your own ratings for the tier list in the comments. I wouldn't mind seeing that. And that'll be it, folks.